And today we're very happy to be joined by the co-founder of Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me and welcome Mr. Kevin Lin.
Hello. Okay, there we go. Full last minute audible. Good morning, everybody. My name is Kevin Lin. I'm the co-founder of Twitch. Quick show of hands, who's actually used Twitch before? Watched stuff or broadcast? Okay, I'll do a little bit more explaining as to what it is that we do. So we consider ourselves a live social video platform. We originally were just this generic live video platform where anybody could broadcast pretty much anything you wanted. It was called Justin TV. It started off as a one-man reality show, 24/7, streaming his life as he built a company and lived in San Francisco. Then in May 2010, we got our hands on copies of StarCraft 2, the beta. And we had this existential threat because we were playing games. We were playing StarCraft 2 basically until midnight, leaving the office, watching videos on YouTube. And basically we're doing gaming instead of work. And so we thought, well, if we don't actually take this a little bit more seriously, our company might go away. And we managed to convince the board. We researched a lot about the games industry, about gaming video online, and it turns out people were watching a lot of gaming video on YouTube. It was one of the biggest categories on YouTube right after music. And so we put together a pitch and convinced the board to let us actually try to convert the company into a live video gaming streaming company. So Eureka, Twitch was born. We convinced them to do so. We created a model. We basically told them, if we hit these numbers, we really want you to let us continue to pursue this. And one of the most important things that happened was we started talking to customers. One of the very hard things for a lot of startups to do. We were very convinced that we were our customers. We were very wrong. But as we started to talk to content creators, because this was such a new concept, the idea of actually streaming your gameplay live, and investors thought we were absolutely crazy. They taught us what it is that they needed what we needed to build for them in order for them to be successful, for them to have fun, but most importantly, for them to actually be able to build a career streaming their hobbies. So this is basically what it looks like. You see a lot of video games, a wide variety, PC, console, mobile games that people stream. Oftentimes they'll put themselves in the picture, and so you're building a very personal relationship, which I'll talk a lot about more, with the broadcaster. You see in the top right, bottom middle, we've branched outside of gaming in the last couple of years. And what we realized was as we expanded the site, particularly around the world, the feedback we were hearing was, well, we don't want to just play games all the time. We want to be able to share other hobbies, other passions. Sometimes we just want to sit and talk. So we opened up the platform for cooking streamers, for art streamers, for music creators, and so on. So a lot of people ask us, like, what is this? What does Twitch really feel like? And we think of it as a campfire. It feels like whatever it is that you might be doing, whatever hobby that is, whether that's gaming or otherwise, it feels like people are around you. People are with you, doing whatever it is you're doing, watching you, sharing, talking to you, asking you questions. And people are able to build communities around themselves, around whatever really topic that they like, whether that's gaming or something else. And so what that's turned into is one of the most engaged platforms online. We're actually number 12, I think, right now in the world. So that's more than most websites people are spending time in any given day. So 15 million people a day from around the world watch for almost 2 hours a day. That's on your average television watching time for that TV generation. That's almost half, right? So half the time you normally spend watching video, people are spending watching Twitch. So why is it so engaging? A lot of people ask us this. What is it? What can we do? How do we make a show? It's very different to do live content than it is to do on-demand content. So a YouTube experience as a creator and a viewer is entirely different from a live video creation and viewing experience. So attention, if you really break it down to very, very basics, it's time, desire, experience, and means. So how much time do you have? What do you do with that time? Do you have the desire to, what is your desire, right? Do you want to watch video? Do you want to listen to music? Do you want to read? What's the experience like? How engaging is it? Do you really enjoy that experience? Are you trying to learn something? And then means. Means is financial means, but it's more importantly, can you actually get access to the things that you want? So if you really break it down, Twitch is right now. A lot of experiences online are immediate, right? So Twitter's immediate, Instagram's immediate, images, on-demand video. It is immediate, as in you get it right away. And that's really critical to live video because the whole point is it's a shared experience. And there's something for everybody, right? So Twitch, again, we started in games, but even within games, there's so many different things that you can watch. There's so many different games that you can watch, different categories of games. There's different parts of gaming, as in sometimes game developers were actually streaming themselves developing the games. So whatever interests you had within the games category, you could find something. And now that we've branched out, whether you're a aspiring chef, a blacksmith, or otherwise, there's a pretty high probability you'll find something interesting for you to watch. And in terms of personalization, that's another big part of what satisfies consumers when it comes to attention. It's what can you be? So a lot of people stream and they're just themselves. They talk about whatever it is they're thinking about. They talk to their audience. They answer their questions. Or you can be something else. We have creators that have actually turned themselves into live animated characters, into Muppets, or taken on an entirely different persona from their everyday personality. And you can really craft your own experience. So as a creator, as a content creator, you can be educational, you can be funny, you can be controversial, you can do all kinds of different types of shows even within your own channel. But as a viewer, you have that selection as well. If you want to learn about a particular game, you want to get better about that game, you can watch pro players, you can watch commentators, and so on. So there's really a lot of variety of experiences you can have on the site. You can just sit and watch. You can sit and watch and chat with other audience members. You can try to get attention from the creator. You can play games with the creator. So there's a lot of variety of experiences that happen on Twitch. And Twitch is real people. I think that's a big, big part of what the difference between a live show and an on-demand show is you can't go back. You can't delete anything. You can't reverse. There's no rewind button. What happens, happens. And that makes it very real. It makes it very immediate. And the reactions that you feel as an audience member to a creator are there. It's happened already. It's like watching live sports. And Twitch is everywhere. So this is another, from a means perspective, now in the digital generation, you've got PC and laptops, you've got mobile phones, you've got smart TVs. You can pretty much watch this wherever you are, whether you're on the go, at home, with friends, in a stadium, or otherwise. And this is one of the craziest things that's going on, I think a huge trend that's happening in digital media right now, which is patronage. The idea that you can make money from your audience. And remember, the content's free. It's free to watch Twitch. Yet people pay $5 a month for a subscription to feel that support for your favorite creator. Now, it's interesting. Creators actually make most of the subscriptions on Twitch. Big organizations typically monetize in other ways, sometimes through subscriptions. But individual creators, like Ninja has been talked about a lot in the press recently. He's one of our top content creators. He's making over 500,000 USD per month just streaming from the safety of his own guest bedroom at his house. And that's just part of his career, right? He does all these other things outside of that. He does shows, tournaments, he does endorsement deals. So he's really able to create a big, big career. But he's been doing it now for 10 years, right? Some people pop up and are immediately popular. Some people really spend a lot of time thinking about what their show means for them and how they really want to grow their audience and community. But this is a really important point about Twitch is free content, yet people pay for it. So these days we're thinking a lot about what we mean for the future of entertainment. We started in games, we started in live video. We do some on-demand video and gaming. We've branched outside of gaming into creativity. We started doing deals with TV companies to show some of their old TV shows on Twitch. There's a puppet show in Taiwan that's streaming on Twitch 24/7 right now and doing quite well. And we're able to bring these audiences back to pre-existing content that really was just sitting there. So it's very cheap to do that. And for us, it's just learning about what it is that people really like to do around live video on Twitch and how that interactive format with chat, with a product we called extensions, which is these overlays on top of the video player that allow you to click and vote on things or otherwise interact with the content, what it means for the broader entertainment community. So we started thinking about new paradigms. Gaming, which is what we know, was a really obvious one. And we started talking to game companies more, learning from how people were interacting with games content on Twitch, and built a bunch of tools for game companies to create a very different style of experience. So here's one. This is a game called Darwin Project. So if you're familiar with the movie Battle Royale or Hunger Games, we long talked about this concept of can you make a game that allows the audience to spend money and change the game. So there's the active players in the game, and then there's the passive players, so to speak, which is the audience members. Traditionally, they just watch and occasionally go in and play actively with the the core player, the streamer, but now you can actually buy things that affect the gameplay. So you see in the bottom left, there's these red zones. So the audience can vote for which of these zones turn red, and the players of the game have to escape from that zone as quickly as possible. You can drop health packs, invincibility packs. You can put a manhunt on someone, which increases their bounty. So now the players have to actually react to how the audience is changing the game live in real time. And I don't think the video is playing very well, but that's the idea, right? Can you actually now create this whole new game development paradigm and a whole new economy for video games that allows for different types of audience engagement where game companies can make money? So I want to emphasize Twitch is free, 100% free. We have 3 million people every single month that create content on Twitch for free. We don't charge for anything, and it's a global distribution platform. So at the click of a button, you can stream to anyone in the world, and it's also free to view. So people are really building careers. We have a little over 20,000 partners. Partners are streamers that are really dedicated to the craft of streaming. They're able to make money from advertising and a few others, which I'll talk about. And in Taiwan, we have actually 400 partners here that are basically streaming full-time now and building careers on that. So our goal always, and always has been, really to connect people around the world. But for the creators, it's really been about allowing you to create your own show. There are a lot of different commercialization options you have now. So advertising is the sort of traditional way to monetize video content, right? From TV, from the TV days, it's all advertising and sponsorships. But we really wanted to allow creators that didn't want ads in their show to do something different. So we created the subscription program. So this is the $5 a month subscription that goes directly to the creator, supports them directly. You get a number of things on the site, like chat emotes, chat badge, to denote the fact that you are a contributor, you're a super fan, but you don't have to do that to watch the content. We have this product called Bits in the upper right corner. That's a virtual good that allows you to sort of celebrate moments that are happening in the game. It's almost like it feels like a tipping mechanism. We help you sell merchandise, we help you sell video games, and we're always trying to craft new and different commercial options so that people can create the show that they really want to create without as few restrictions as possible. So where does this go? Meanwhile, TV is shrinking around the world. People are less engaged with the TV. TV is very restricted when it comes to the types of content you can find. You remember, on Twitch, there's tens of thousands of channels live any given moment in a huge variety of categories. And for reasons I mentioned before, is very engaging. We're continuing to grow. We're actually bigger than most major TV. Now, this is a little bit of an older graph, but we're bigger than most TV channels now and most TV networks now on an average engagement basis. We have millions of people on the site at any given moment watching Twitch content. And what we've been trying to do is go into the entertainment world and broaden our reach and talk to everyone from the big movie studio or big TV studios all the way on down to digital creator studios and say, look, what Twitch is really all about is it's basically appointment viewing. Imagine that you can create a cultural experience around the world at the same time. Whereas on-demand is a very fragmented experience where you might watch a video and then your friend watches a video, the same video a month later. People really sit around and watch things together, talk about it afterwards, and share that experience. It's like when you used to sit and watch primetime TV on Sundays, like Game of Thrones. Then you go to work the next day, you talk to your friends about it, you try to figure out what's going on. That's kind of lost in the on-demand world, right? On Netflix or Amazon or Hulu, where you're watching, but you might not be watching in sync with everyone else around you, which makes it impossible to talk about what's going on in the shows. That's what we hope to bring back, that experience to the young audience. Our audience is on average 25 years old, and we're hoping that we can take what we've learned from the gaming experience and from the creative experience into quote-unquote premium traditional television content and bring that appointment viewing experience back, bring those conversations back into culture, and help people connect around the world around all different types of content. So that's it. Thank you. Hopefully that was helpful, and I appreciate the time, and have a great InnoVEX.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much.